So hello everybody, this is Rafael Walter. In this series of articles and videos, what I'll be doing is I'll be creating an HR application from scratch in the SAP Cloud Platform. And so what we'll do is if you don't have an account, you can of course create a trial account. And using this trial account, you will be granted access also to SAP Cloud Platform and also a HANA database. And what we'll do is we'll use this database and this platform to create an app that will give us the ability to provide an API to show either employee information, employee data, employee picture, and I'll also create an HTML web page on the SAP Cloud Platform to show all this information. So after the page that you're seeing right now. After this, in the next, at the end, I'll show you how to create a Google Assistant application, and we'll create a chatbot using Google Dialogflow, and I'll be connecting to the APIs we've created in SAP Cloud Platform as callback functions, and we'll be able to interact with our application by voice. So first things first is you will have to go inside of this tools hana.ondemand.com and download the latest Java Web Tomcat 8 tools, unzip the files, and then you will run it, and this will enable us to create a tunnel for the data between our local file and the SAP Cloud Platform. So this is what I'm going to do right now. So you will of course use all this information. As you can see, I'm using an old version, so I'll have to update. I'll set the password, and I'm opening the tunnel right now. So now once the tunnel is opened, you can use this JDBC URL to connect to your SAP Cloud Platform, HANA platform. And the next thing is here, I have a folder with pictures of my employees. As you'll see, I was a little bit lazy, but I've used numbers like this for the files. And the IDs, this is actually the ID of my employees, so we'll be using this. So I have the files, I have created a tunnel between my PC, my local laptop, and the SAP system where I want to load the data. And now all we need to do is go into the SAP Studio. And so first things first, we'll create a table in that, and this table will be the physical table that we'll be using to store our images. And in order to do that, I'll be using a blob. Here you see I'm creating a column table with that I call the image store with the names, the image content with the blob, and a gender. And I'll be using the primary key on image name, and basically because this is my ID, so they're unique. Once this is done, now we are going to switch, and we're going to go into another perspective. So I'm going to switch to the Java EE perspective. And what you'll do here is basically you'll create a new project. This will be a Java project. And just make sure when you create your Java project in the properties that you have added the external jar and GDBC jar here. Once this is done, you will create a new class, which here is the image to HANA Java class, and this is the code that is in that I've added. Once this is done, you will run this, and you can run as, and you'll be running your application, and you will see here in the console that the data has been loaded. And you can verify this by going into the perspective, back into the HANA perspective, and looking at the actual data. And once you do data preview, you will see that the image content, the blob, contains the information and the gender. Okay, so this is actually, now we are connected to your HANA, SAP HANA platform inside of SAP Cloud Platform, and we've been able to load the data. So in the next session, in the next step, what I'll do is we'll be creating um, an XSGS service, and this will enable us to connect to view the employees' pictures in a file. And why are we using XSGS? Because it's more flexible than using the OData services. So thank you, stay tuned, and keep in touch. Cheers.